Hi guys, it's Katie. Today I'm going to make baba ganoush, so I'm going to show you how to make this. This is just one medium-sized Italian eggplant, and all I've done is wash the outside and then I peel the leaves off just because sometimes they can catch on fire. And I'm going to roast this. You can roast this over an open flame if you have a gas stove, or you can do it on a grill. Sometimes I'll throw it on the grill if I'm grilling something anyway. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do it under the broiler. So I just have it on a baking sheet like this, and I'm going to put it under the broiler. I'm going to put my pan as high as I can so that this gets broiled, and you want to make sure it gets blackened and blistered. You want the skin to be blackened and blistered on all the sides. So a few minutes and then turn it, a few minutes, turn it again. Try to get all of the sides evenly blackened, and the flesh underneath will also get a little bit softened as it cooks. Okay, so once your eggplant comes out of the oven, it looks like that. Roasty and toasty on all of the sides. And what I'm going to do is just plop it into this bowl. And I'm going to cover it and let its own heat sort of steam that skin off, similar to how you make roasted red bell peppers. And I'll just leave it here until it cools down to room temperature so that I can handle it. Okay, so my eggplant is fully cooled, it's room temperature, and you can see quite a bit of liquid came out. I'm going to reserve that because we might use it if it seems a little thick, but I probably won't need all of that. So I'll just pour that off, and then now this skin that's still on here should come off very easily. So you just want to peel all that skin off with your fingers, and if there's tiny little bits that are still stuck, that's fine. But you don't want to leave all this skin. So just peel that off. And underneath the flesh should be pretty soft. Alright, so that's what the eggplant looks like now. On the bottom, the rounder part of the eggplant, if you open it up, there's some pockets of seeds, like that. You can take your fingers and just get just the seeds and remove those. I've made it before where I've left all the seeds in and it's fine, but it's just an extra step to make it not quite so seedy, especially if you're using a larger eggplant. There can be quite a bit of seeds. Alright, and the last thing I'm going to do is just cut off, this is just the top of the eggplant, so I'll just cut that off with a knife. Okay, so now to the eggplant, I'm going to add some flavoring ingredients. So I have some tahini. I'm going to use about a tablespoon of tahini. And you can adjust all these flavorings to your taste. But what I would suggest is not taste it right away. Let the flavors mellow together a little bit before you taste it. Especially the tahini. It's very strong in the beginning, but it mellows out perfectly after a few hours in the fridge. Okay, next I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon of lemon juice and a clove of garlic that I'm going to go press through this garlic press. Some salt and pepper. And some paprika. Now I'm using smoked paprika because that's what I have on hand, but there's quite a bit of smoky flavor in this, so if you have regular paprika, that would work. So from here you could put this in a food processor or a blender, or you can even just mash it up with either a potato masher or just get your hands in there and squish it. I'm going to use this immersion blender just because it's really quick and then I don't have to clean up my blender. So I'll just give it a few pulses. Alright, so here is the finished baba ganoush. I think it turned out really great. I tasted it for seasoning and it tastes right on. I didn't end up adding any of that cooking liquid, but if you wanted it thinner than this, by all means you can add some. If you wanted it a little bit smoother, you could blend it a little bit more intensely, but this looks perfect. I'm going to package this up, put it in the refrigerator for a couple hours, then it'll be ready for dipping pita bread or pita chips into it, veggies, You can dollop it on top of mixed greens as almost like a salad dressing. You can use it as a sandwich spread. So many ways to use it. It's so delicious. I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, let me know in the comments down below how you like it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.